This is O. Welcome to CLO Ed TV. Last week I had done a project about a little radio kit that I received, and I'm very excited to show that today I have completed the carriage design for the radio. And as you can see, you can just flip it on and select your channel, and there you go, off to listening to the radio. Now we're going to explore this radio a little bit more in the video. In this video we're going to show how I designed this carriage, and I use completely free software. And when I say free software, I'm talking about the operating system. I use Linux. I also use Inkscape for the vector files and the blueprints. And then lastly, I ended up using Blender to make the 3D model and print them out on the 3D printer. Now this particular video is a little bit more twofold. I want to show that you can actually use free software and really make high quality products. Here I have, and I don't know how well the camera will pick it up, is a copy of the blueprints that I designed. And I'm going to go into software in Inkscape. I actually got it pulled up behind me. I really enjoy this because I was able to actually add measurements, and everything is to scale. So here is one of my carriages printed in white, and you can actually see that it is a 1-to-1 scale. And how I use mine is in millimeters. Okay, all right, so let me bring you into the software so we can make more sense of the blueprint, and I'll talk a little bit more at the end of the video of why I want to do this project. Now here is the radio carriage. I wanted to make sure there was a place to hold the batteries, also the main board for the radio, and a space for the speaker. Now what's cool about Inkscape, now it has a lot of modern features, and it's almost just like using Inkscape. I mean, it's really great. It has good features like measuring, has a shape builder, and later on I'm thinking about doing tutorials. But as you can see here, I was able to make the blueprint in Inkscape, and that is really cool that you can get a free software to make your engineering projects. Okay, I want to showcase over here. This is a free software called Exhibit on Linux, and what you can actually do is view the 3D model. I just want to show and zoom in real quick so you can actually see how the blank looks. And basically what you see on the screen is what is right here. And this is the main carriage, and what I mean, this is going to be the inside holding all the parts of the main radio. Okay, so let me bring you over into Blender so you can see this model in there. Okay, if you watch my channel for any length of time, you know that I have a certain workflow where I make multiples, as you can see here, my build out, and also how I added the holes. One thing that turned out, you can barely see it on the model, I do have hole mounts, but I'm gonna have to make those holes slightly bigger because I had to drill them out to mount everything. And yeah, this is Blender. It's free software, very powerful software. You can build anything from special movie effects to animations, video games, but also you can also build models with it. And while these print, it's going to take a little minute, so let me go over to the computer and explain some things about this particular project. Okay, so basically I just wanted a mounting point for each item on the radio kit. So here up top we have a mounting place for the speaker, main board with the buttons, also your power supply, and like I said, this is just the carriage that's going to be inside of the body and the housing of the radio. You're going to see that on the next video. Okay, and here is what it looks like blank. So you know, you get an idea of what that model looks like blank. Really, I just want to incorporate a handle of some sort, but I might have to revise that feature. And I also have to add a space to mount the antenna, so I will be making revisions on the carriage for the radio. I just want to say, first of all, I really appreciate y'all tuning in. Although this video is not going to be too in-depth, I just want to talk about the main reason why I do projects like this. I believe in the right to repair. Also, I believe in more in creation than consumerism. What engineering skills allows you to do is to create and adapt things in your life and make things that you already use better. And it's just something I've just really genuinely enjoyed. Building Legos as a kid, you know, it evolved into my art skills and what I like to do. And I didn't learn these skills overnight. It took time to build. And so don't be intimidated and think that you cannot do something great like this. So really, the tools are not really expensive. The most important tool I would recommend is to have great measuring tools. So these calipers have made a huge difference in every project that I model. Also, you don't have to spend expensive software like AutoCAD or nothing like that. They have free CAD programs specific to engineering, but ones I will leave, I'm gonna leave an article link on my main website where you can download these software. So you can get Blender, and you can also get Inkscape and use those softwares to make your 3D models. And so as long as you can get your hands on a computer, you can get a free operating systems, and I'm using Ubuntu Linux in the back. You can get free blueprint software, which I use to make the blueprint for the speakers. And I use Inkscape, but you can use a specific CAD software for that. Inkscape has been more than sufficient for me. And also for 3D modeling, you can use Blender. Blender is a great free software that you can use to make your modeling projects. And so it's really important to me to stress that you don't have to have expensive stuff to get into this hobby. And although I sell a few parts as part of my offerings on my website, I'm going to get more into building out parts and designing things also for sale, and also selling the plans. So if you would like to support this channel, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. Also, if you have video recommendations, leave them in the comment section below. And look out for part 3. Part 3 is going to be building the body for the radio, and what's it going to entail: a top shell, a bottom shell. And if I can get it all in one video, I'll put the interface in there, or the label, the plate, the button plate there. If not, then we're going to move that over into video 4. All right, so definitely consider subscribing. Thank you for watching and tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.